jungle. We've seen it jungle, but we could see it mid as well.
We could. Strong pick at the Braum as well. Interesting that they did not... They had the chance to take the Thresh, but they took the Braum anyways.
Yeah, Braum's still a strong support. Definitely one of the top supports still. So definitely like it over the Mord. Or the Morgana, I mean. But that's okay.
Yeah, the Jinx pickup going towards Team I. I do see, though, on the other side of LandBeforeTime, they have switched back to their original ways. They put Unfriendly Panda in the mid lane, True Rice going back to AD carry, and they're putting Sharptooth back on support. We do see the Janna lock in, which is actually a very good pick, as Sharptooth plays a ton of Janna, but he already has his Braum picked up. So, good little disengage there, and the Kalista being hovered. Gonna go back to the Jinx, taken away from True Rice.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense there. One of True Rice's top champions. So they are swapping the rosters back. Wasn't liking how this iteration of the roster was working, so they switched things up. But now they're like, that was worse.
That was way worse.
That was way worse. We're gonna go back. The Echo pickup now. Ooh. That is a flex.
Yeah.
It could go jungle as well. So
or mid.
Or
top.
Or top as well. So a lot of flexing of the muscles. These guys have been working out a little bit. They're gonna show off their champion pool. A lot of magic damage so far, but accompanied with that Tristana, no worries in that department. We're going to see what Notice Me Senpai picks around with their comp, not going for the Thresh. This is the first time, I think, ever in SKL, rather, that Impreza Boy hasn't picked Thresh, even though it's open.
Yeah, I can't confirm that for sure. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I wouldn't be surprised. As we see them looking here at the Riven and the Maokai hovers, which would be interesting, because then that would mean that would be Riven mid, which isn't completely unheard of.
It's very much match Hand of Patrel's play style. The guy's pretty ham mode. Like he likes these really aggressive laning champions, and Riven definitely the way to do it. As they do lock it in, gonna go with that Maokai top. We have seen BBB played a little bit, taken away from Caladir, but we don't know. Caladir could be on Diana, he could be on Echo, he could be on whatever they pick right now. We're going to have to see what they go for in that last pick and finally bring this comp together.
Yeah, this Hand of Patrol guy, can he just please play a meta mid laner for once?
No, I'm not going to lie, though. I love the Kennen. I was personally, I hate playing against Kennen, but like he's a sweet champion for team fighting, so it's really fun to see them bring it out. And it also really fits the playstyle of Notice Me Senpai. These guys are just super aggressive, and they are a very team fight-oriented team, and that's why their team comps really reflect that. I'm not really sure what they're going to pick here. Hovering the Garen wouldn't be a bad pick. I've said before, not really a big fan of it, but very curious. I don't think we've seen Unfriendly Panda play much besides Azir.
We've seen Azir and Lulu as well as something that he plays a lot. So this is actually shaping up to be... It could be anything, anywhere, and they're going to hover over some top lane picks now, and it's going to be the Irelia locked in. I was just about to say they don't really need a beefy tank like Maokai was needed for Notice Me Senpai, so they're allowed to go for that kind of carry split push pressure in the Irelia. Really liking this so far. Echo in the jungle usually builds tanky Cinderhulk tank items like that. He can go damage if he wants, but... and then in the mid lane, Diana going to be doing lots, and Braum, tanky as ever, still playing that big role as support.
Yeah, it looks like we're definitely going to have a big game here, as that just a ton of damage coming up from the side of LandBeforeTime. Hopefully, they're looking for revenge for the last game. They just want to go all out and just light up Notice Me Senpai.
I think for them, it's really important to reset your mind and just go back into this like it's 0-0. Like after a bad game like that, you can't go into it being like, wow, we just got spanked. Like let's just not try and make mistakes. They can't be afraid to take risks, but they also have to make calculated risks. Make sure they're making the wise plays.
So do you think this is a big enough change for LandBeforeTime to be able to turn things around in this series, or do you think this is kind of more the same kind of weird picks and not really going to work out?
I don't know. They have a very interesting team comp. I do like it, though. There's a decent amount of damage and good tankiness coming out from their jungler and their top laners. So I think if they don't let the Riven snowball, the Diana should be able to handle it very well, and it should be a fairly close matchup in that mid lane as long as Unfriendly Panda, like I said before, it doesn't really get caught out and killed a lot.
All right, well, we're going to take a short break here, but we'll be right back for Game 2.
We're doing it.
this out.
Up an appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stuff together makes the sparks ignite. And welcome back, everybody. We're still having some weird audio issues with our microphone. We understand you guys may have heard us singing a couple times.
So we're sorry, but not sorry at the same time.
Yeah.
If anything, we're sorry that it wasn't like the final presentation.
Yeah,
for you
that
guys.
last run through was pretty good, though.
Yeah, we were doing pretty well.
Anyways, we're back for game 2 here. On blue side, we've got Notice Me Senpai. We got BBBBBB in the top lane on the Maokai. Henry playing Elise in the jungle. Hand of Patrell breaking out the Riven in the mid lane. Team Maya on Jinx at ADC. And Janna on Impreza Boy at support.
And on the red side, we've got Land Before Time. It's Calladier in the top lane playing that Irelia. HD 300 back in the jungle with Echo. Unfriendly Panda bringing out the Diana in the mid lane. True Rice and Sharptooth's going to round out that bot lane with the Tristana and the Braum.
So, Land Before Time here, really looking to bounce back after just getting stomped last game. Like Desaninator was saying during Champ Select, we got to see them. They got to not really just go on tilt. They can't go on tilt here. They got to forget that game even happened, reset their minds as they're going for the inbeat here. And Henry gets caught out and gets taken out very low as True Rice with the rocket ship in. They're looking for more. Team Maya might get caught out here. They already have one. Can they get another? Flash over the wall for Team Maya and will get away, but that's a good start for Land Before Time.
Absolutely huge win for Land Before Time. That's both summoners blown onto Team Maya, even though not dying, but still wasting those, the flash away and the heal trying to save Henry. Just underestimating Land Before Time. Really didn't think they were going to invade. The common brush to go for is near that bot side around the mid lane there in the river, and just walking back and forth, not even putting out any wards, only putting one right by the dragon pit, but nothing else. So a little bit interesting there, maybe a little bit of not enough respect for Land Before Time.
They do have a very, very good level 1 team. Invading with Braum, you hit that concussive blow, you're walking with a team of 5, so easy to pop those stacks. On top of Echo has pretty good level 1 damage, Diana has pretty good level 1 damage, Tristana going with Rocket Jump for the resets as well.
Perhaps even more important, well, not more important, but it's another thing to point out about that level 1 invade, all members of Land Before Time picking up an assist on the kill. So really getting everyone involved, getting some extra gold. It's a great start here.
Share the load.
Yep, share the load.
Share the load.
Yeah, so just a great start. Definitely a great way to start this bounce back from that terrible game 1.
Yeah, things are looking up for them for sure. And another big thing about that level 1 is the parallel convergence. Really good placement there. Putting it on one side, basically forcing you either walk into 5 members or you walk into the parallel convergence, and it just turned out to be the parallel convergence. So that was very, very well played by HD300. Shaking off a little bit of the jitters from last game, maybe. It was his debut, I believe.
I think it was,
I think it was debut, so maybe a little bit of jitters. I know SKL's a pretty big stage,
it's a huge stage.
Yeah, the nerves might be getting on him. And Unfriendly Panda, Hannah Patrell going to be fighting in this mid lane.
Yeah, a couple deadly ladies there in the mid lane with sharp instruments just going at it. As we see a fight here for Blue Buff, and it was picked up by HD300. Yeah, does get ignited, but runs away.
That's my making sure he picks it up, but I feel like this is where they should fight. They don't have the summoners onto Team Maya. They can pick up an early kill, and they do go on Impreza Boy.
As he's very low, and True Rice, Rocket jumps forward. They gotta get Impreza Boy first before they get anyone else, and they do, with Braum picking up the kill. They're going on to Team Maya now. Concussive blows stack does pop, and she is stunned and does go down. True Rice gets the kill that time. Henry now will get away.
And this is the start LandBeforeTime really needs. Not really sure that flash from Sharptooth was necessary, as Team Maya didn't have summoners, wasn't going to get away, but just ensuring they get that kill. But that's such a good start for LandBeforeTime. The AD carry having participation in all 3 kills. Get that guy going, and like we were saying, Team Maya really the strong carry of that team, and on that Jinx, it's really good for them. Getting a first dragon early as well, looking very, very strong.
This is like a total 360 for LandBeforeTime from last game.
It would be a 180.
Oh,
There's
right.
a 360, they'd be back around where they were.
Oh.
Well, you know what? It's a 180. My maths are definitely not as good as yours. Look, I'm in business, okay? I don't need that much math. Anyways, yeah, total 180 from last game, turning things around, getting things snowballed in the other direction for a change. And this is the one thing that really counters Nozomi Senpai. Like Dazanair pointed out early, gods in the team fight. They usually go for hard engaged team fight comps, but when you're behind this much in the early game, it's going to make it pretty tough to pull off those mid-game team fights.
This is why I really think that they are a double-edged sword. Nozomi Senpai is a very aggressive team, and it either really pays off for them like we saw last game, or really hinders them like we've seen this game. Henry going in for that buff to try and steal it is unsuccessful, and then the rest of the bot lane follows up, knowing Team Maya doesn't have any summoners available. It's a little bit questionable of invade there, but they went for it, they stuck to it, and it ended up biting them in the butt. So we'll have to see if they're able to come back. They do have the team comp to make it. It's only about 100 gold deficit so far, so keep up farming. Might be able to pull themselves back in, because Hannah Patrell is really crushing on Friendly Panda in this mid lane right now.
Yeah, already had a 20 CS lead there for Hannah Patrell. As we see the bot lane here. Oh.
Well, I don't know if he wants to stop that back.
Yeah.
There's a gank in the bot lane.
HD300 coming in. Parallel Convergence does not land. The Trompas were put there as well. Time Winder coming out, but unsuccessful. They were just a little too far back.
They really kind of lost the window as well. They did manage to get a couple kills off of it before, but Team Maya now having the summoners back, don't want to chase that too far, because you know the heal and the flash is up on the AD carry. You don't really want to go too ham just for Impreza Boy, and it might be too dangerous still, so just going to put on some pressure. It blows the flash, at least on Impreza Boy. That's a lot more for True Rice and Sharptooth to work with. Maybe even get some more kills, and I'm not going to be too surprised if HD makes his way back to the bot lane, and maybe a couple more ganks, maybe a lane gank.
We haven't really seen Henry make his way down there besides that invade for the blue buff. But I think the mid lane is really going to need to be focused. Hannah Patrell pulling himself very far ahead there in that mid lane. And that is one champion that you do not want to snowball, because Riven does disgusting damage. And already has that brutalizer for the CDR, the armor pen. Going to be able to punish Diana going in for this creep. Has the stun. Once she hits level 6, which she is now, going to be able to pretty much just all in on Friendly Panda. Thank goodness, though, he is packing that pocket pick exhaust.
But at this point, with the lead, in the big lead already for LandBeforeTime, that Hannah Patrell on the Riven, that's going to be where Nozomi Senpai brings us back. Like you're saying, if it keeps being so uneven, it'll snowball, and that could turn things around here for Nozomi Senpai.
There's going to be a really, really rough lane for Unfriendly Panda. You can't get melee range of a Riven if you're a squishy damage dealer, especially like a mage assassin like Diana is. You do not want to even get close to Riven. Still has a lot of gap closers too, and the stun, of course, for Riven. So it's really going to be tough. Really just going to pick up as much farm as you can with that Q from long range and just hope for the best. I'm not even sure that HD wants to put any pressure there, because even getting a kill isn't going to put Unfriendly Panda automatically back into this lane. Riven's still Riven, and with this much CS up, kill's not even worth that much CS.
Yeah, I might just kind of leave Unfriendly Panda there. Just give her the old Dyrus treatment. Leave her there. Dyrus loses lane, but TSM wins. So maybe that'll be the strategy here for LandBeforeTime.
The old classic lose lane, win game.
Yeah.
Love that strat. But no, you're right, because even if they do go mid, even a 1-for-1 trade for Hannah Petrel is still in his advantage, being up 30 CS. But we do need to see HT300 make a play in one of the other lanes. They need to compensate for that deficit in the mid lane. The early kills really did help, but they need to continue snowballing that advantage. Because if they let Notice Me Senpaiii pull themselves back in, it's going to be very scary because, like we've said, they're very good at team fighting, and once you hit that mid game, that's not something you want to be going against them with.
And Hannah Petrel going in on Unfriendly Panda, doing some damage, but not enough.
See True Rice on that Tristana. I do like the pick, as he did kind of get his Jinx taken away, but has that average blade already, just kind of looking to farm, not going to rush that BF sword right away. But we do see Henry making his way down there. There's a lot of fight in mid lane going, but he might
rocket jump forward for True Rice. TP coming in as well and backs out when she sees TP. Chompers are there. 4 members of Notice Me Senpaiii are there. Flash forward and repel down from Henry. Sharptooth gonna get caught out here, and he does go down. But True Rice still pretty healthy, gonna make it out.
A little bit of a misplay there by True Rice. If you can get the good buster shot, you can knock away multiple people. But I think he buster shotted Henry, who was behind BBB, so he was the only one getting knocked back, and BBB was still able to lock up Sharptooth for the kill.
H300 comes mid lane, but does miss the parallel convergence, and Hannah Petrel picks up the first kill on the gank. Henry there as well. Bit of a 2-on-2 there, and it is won by Notice Me Senpaiii as they're coming back.
Henry just coming in at the end of that fight to clean up and help Hannah Petrel. That was
and finishing the kill onto H2300. Repels down for the kill.
Things were looking so good, but like Designer pointed out, they didn't snowball that early lead. They had a great early lead, but you need to keep applying pressure. You need to keep your foot on the pedal. But instead, HT300 going to farm instead, taking his foot off the pedal, and allows, like we just saw, Notice Me Senpaiii to come back in a big way in this game.
Honestly, I don't even think Henry needed to be there. I think Hannah Petrel could have 2v1'd. I don't even think he used Wind Slash for the execution. Probably could have taken them both out. But the ulti also not used by HT300 there. Kind of questionable why he didn't try and save his own keister as he jumped in. He was level 6.
Might have been out of mana.
Oh, right.
I think he was looking a little bit so that might have been the case.
That used to not cost mana, correct? Or am I thinking the wrong ability?
Still?
It does. It does. It costs mana.
Yeah.
Thought before maybe it didn't, but that also could have been. I do stand corrected. So if you put me in my spot, it's okay. But okay, there's that patience bar. I see what you mean now when it switches aggro. Kind of
yeah, 5.18. First time we've really seen the patience bar.
Yeah, let's talk about this, because this is something we talked about in the first game when the mic wasn't on.
Yeah, the patience bar over top of the jungle creeps now. If you do any activity that the jungle camps deem abusive, like getting too far away from them or juggling aggro too much, then the patience bar goes up, and then once it reaches the red all the way through the bar, then it resets hard. But there's a gank in the top lane
as Caladir just goes down straight up with Henry coming and picking up the kill. Really couldn't do much there.
Really just gets locked down and gets hit by the twisted advance right into the cocoon. You're not going anywhere, but it's farming quite well.
True Rice, HT300 coming, no, maybe he's not. Was coming down to the bot lane, but just turned around, maybe waiting for a better time here. As Hannah Petrel just doing lots of damage here onto Unfriendly Panda. Henry shows up. As we see LandBeforeTime here, looking to take the dragon. This would be their second dragon, just looking to get their objectives where they can, but aren't going to be able to finish it as this lead has absolutely disappeared, as they're now down in kills and down in gold.
That animation canceling on that Riven is gross. He is doing some work. Like, it's very important. Like, if you can animation cancel on that Q, you can get your full 3 Q combo and the autos in between so quickly. It makes your damage output even like more bursty. It's very gross, and he's very much dominating that lane. Up almost 40 CS. I would say he's partially one of the sole reasons that he's really pulled his team out of that gold deficit, punishing that mid lane, and really HT300 not able to commit to anything early. That dragon would have helped, but they're not going to be able to pick it up unless they can get some kills here.
Yeah, HT300 going to be spotted up by that ward, putting that pink in there at least. Henry is near the bot side now, so that could have been a deadly 3v3. unknowns to LandBeforeTime, but HG is going to go back and do a little bit of jungling. Same with Henry, going to go pick up the Krug for himself, and it looks like the bot lane is going to be backing right away. And Calladier actually doing pretty much the most work on this team in this top lane, keeping the CS up. It's to be expected. Maokai does a lot of damage, but not as much damage as Irelia.
No, and we do see the gold lead is in the favor of Noticeable Senpaiii. However, they're losing in CS in every single lane, not by much, except for the mid lane where Hannah Patrell is up 60 CS approximately over Unfriendly Panda. So that alone is the rest of the team's behind, but that huge lead in that one lane is making a huge difference.
Yeah, it's not going to help now. Unfriendly Panda's flash being blown, still having the exhaust available, but that's going to be pretty much blood in the water for Hannah Patrell. Going to be looking to go in any time now, honestly. Even through the exhaust, I can see him absolutely blowing up Unfriendly Panda, especially without flash.
As we do see a big gold lead there as well for Hannah Patrell, as is to be expected, with that big of a CS lead.
Oh yeah, he does. He's up at like 1,400 gold. It's huge. He's gonna be able to finish probably.
Henry lands the cocoon onto Calladier. Sorry, Blake. Damage go down. Forced to flash from Calladier. HD 300. Caught in a bad spot as well. Chrono Break does come out. Repel down from Henry. Damage go down. Tries to pop the parallel convergence, but it's not enough. The sapling comes out. Not gonna be able to finish the kill onto Calladier yet. They're going for it. They want it. Will they flash? They will not. They'll just take the tower. Calladier will run away.
Team Maya wanted a little piece of that kill. Fire and Super Mega Death Rocket up there trying to pick it up.
As we see some more trading in the mid lane, and Unfriendly Panda just getting absolutely abused here as Hannah Patrell goes in again. Lots of damage going down. Is it enough? And will they execute? And Unfriendly Panda actually gets the kill. Hannah Patrell going just a little too ham there, I guess.
I was literally just about to say I'm kind of confused why Hannah Patrell didn't go in like moments before when they were just trading. Unfriendly Panda was much further away from tower, but instead flashing, engaging, and then saving or using the wind slash right away. Maybe thought it would do more damage, but the exhaust coming out maybe did a little bit more of damage reduction than Hannah Patrell thought.
That was very nice by Unfriendly Panda though.
Yeah.
He brings him back in for his last Q proc, so I don't think the damage actually went off and kept him in turret range to get that extra turret shot, saving his own keister and picking himself up a kill. So kudos to him, and that's what I meant. Double-edged sword, man. They go too aggressive, you gotta punish him on those.
Yeah, Unfriendly Panda showing us that he knows what he's doing on that Diana, and Hannah Patrell maybe just getting a little too big for his britches.
Yeah, this game's by no means over at all. The gold lead's 2K, but it's in very specific parts. Hannah Patrell holding most of the gold for his team, but in the top lane it's in Calladier's favor. In the bottom, I would say it's pretty much in True Rice's favor. Down in a little bit of CS, but still got a kill and 2 assists, whereas there's 0 assists on the side of Team Maya. So I'd say that things are very much in the hands of LandBeforeTime. They still have a lot of say in this game and the way it goes. They just got to shut down Hannah Patrell.
Or is the game in the hands of Patrell?
Ooh, it is. I tried to shy away from that one.
Thank you. I'll be here tomorrow
I'll
as
be
well.
here tomorrow as well. Yeah, it looks like there might be a little bit of game.
Oh, Glacial Fissure comes out and knocked into the wall. Flash from Sharptooth. Parallel Convergence not going to make it in time as we see BBBB going in on Calladier here. Hannah Patrell there as well, and the kill does go down. Henry now going into Unfriendly Panda in the mid lane. Repel up and out from Henry. A lot of action going on there, and they're still going at it. They're fighting, and Hannah Patrell comes back, and that's not good for Unfriendly Panda. She's taking shots, gets cocooned, stunned. Here we go. Can she kill Henry? Nope. And now True Rice going in onto Team Maya. Chompers do come down. Sharptooth there as well, and so is H300 as Team Maya gets very low, but isn't dead yet. But the auto from True Rice picks it up. Rocket jumps forward, looking to go in on Impreza Boy, but not going to finish it up. Whew. What's going on?
Him. He did the flash or buster shot, knocks him back into the rest of the team. Very well played. I mean, Team I still had flash available. Didn't use it, however. But as far as that mid lane fight goes, Unfriendly Panda almost picking up that kill. Just did ulti, was on cooldown. But fighting on Dragon here, they might be able to just pick up for free as the TP does come in from BBBBB. Gonna try and make sure. Set up that line of scrimmage for his team, but they are still collapsing, putting down a lot of damage onto him here.
Maybe a bit too far in his True Rice. Rocket jumps forward. BBB gets stunned. Forced to flasher. Very low. Sharptooth is there. Misses the Winter's Bite. And will LandBeforeTime be able to get this dragon? But Caladir's throwing damage out too, and they're just going at it here. These teams really want this dragon. Cocoon lands onto Sharptooth. This could be it, but he hops over the wall. Will they finish it? Parallel Convergence lands on no one. I don't think I've seen HD land one of those yet in this game.
Level 1. He landed the level
Oh,
1.
right. Oh, yeah, okay.
The
well,
clutch one.
The
one that mattered.
yeah, because that one didn't matter at all. Just kidding, it did. And we will see Notice Me Senpai. They will take the dragon now. LandBeforeTime has backed off. There it is. We're at 1-1 in dragons, folks.
It's really important that no one went down for Notice Me Senpai. It was a 4v3, as I think Team Maya and Henry both coming from base, whereas I think it was just Unfriendly Panda coming from base for LandBeforeTime, so they had the numbers advantage, so it's really important that no one went down for Notice Me Senpai. Having to flash away, almost getting caught, but definitely worth it, picking up their first drag, denying the snowball in the dragon lead. By LandBeforeTime.
A lot of ultimates on both sides already had been used in the previous kind of scrums. Sorry, that kind of like went on back and forth there, but not able to really engage. But it's very smart. It's only first dragon. It's not worth throwing your entire team in there just to sacrifice it. So getting that back slowly. This Diana should start picking up soon. I would imagine probably going to go for that Abyssal Scepter next. Pretty common item. Having to rush that Zanya's, I don't think there could be a really other item, but I gotta give him kudos for how much he's been put down. Unfriendly Panda's made himself pretty relevant in his lane, only dying twice, keeping it pretty close.
Yeah, it definitely could have been a lot worse for Unfriendly Panda. It looked a lot worse, but now that we're seeing the actual results of it as we're getting out of the laning phase, well, I mean, he's still down, 70, 60 CS, which isn't good. But he's actually doing work here as Parallel Convergence is missed by H2 300 again. But yeah, it's still Unfriendly Panda, like I was saying there. Not as bad as we thought, as Winter's Bite lands onto Impreza Boy.
That's the thing, as much farm as you get down, giving away free kills is not worth it.
Rocket Jump forward and Explosive Charge onto Team Maya, as well as the Glacial Fissure coming out. Winter's Bite lands, but not enough concussive stacks yet. And nothing.
They're on the same page, though, and this is kind of the synergy that was missing from the first game, I think.
Yeah.
They're both on the same page, both went ham, and almost got a kill, to be fair. It was close, the heal not being available for Team I, but having the flash available. Probably wasn't in that much danger for going down. Impreza Boy almost getting killed there as well. So the synergy that was missing from game 1 is definitely back. The ultimate available for Jenna as well. Yeah, it was a close one for sure, but HC300 making his way back to this bot lane.
I do like this Jenna pick into the Braum, though. Does have all that disengage. Uses the exhaust to make sure the damage doesn't come through all the way. But yeah, Impreza doing pretty good though. Keeping Team I alive, even though he doesn't have the summoners. Doing pretty good, but they are going to go in here again. They don't have the Glacier Fissure, but Henry is sitting in the wing. Oh, Parallel Convergence
very low and in the bush, but repelled down for Henry. Picks up the kill, but he's taking shots now. Concussive blow stacks does land and does get the kill, but now Henry Patrol full health. Going to be doing a lot of damage here as Henry does go down. Unfriendly Panda pops the Zanyas. Oh, well timed there by Hannah Patrol, and the dub picked up by Team Maya as HD's just running away.
It's definitely not the kind of advantage you want to give to that Jinx going ahead, but picks up a couple of the kills there. I think it was a 1 for 3. Not really going for it, and so far they have not done very well at pushing that lead. It's really falling apart for them, unfortunately. Tried to pick the fight with a number of advantages. BBB wasn't even there, but still unable to pick it up.
Ooh, Hannah Patrol going in on an HD, forced to flash out. Hannah Patrol just bullying him away from that jungle camp.
He's taking an assertion, man. He's saying, this is my blue buff. Try and come and get it.
Sharptooth wants it now, but now he's taking a lot of damage, and he actually goes down there for absolutely no reason at all. And now True Ice is caught in a bad spot. Does put the Explosive Charge down onto Hannah Patrol, but that's the dub now for Hannah Patrol. And just bad positioning there for LandBeforeTime.
Yeah, and not respecting the Riven as well. The damage just too much to handle. True Ice not having flash available and still not using it, using the heal instead, not having the Buster Shot, not able to blow him away. But it's pretty intense, this Riven damage. Having to flash in his Hannah Patrol, but definitely worth it. If you can get that champion snowball that far ahead, it's actually disgusting and so hard to play against.
Well, Riven can one-shot a majority of that team as well. True Rice is going to get destroyed. Unfriendly Panda, like, once you get that damage, it has Brutalizer, it has the Last Whisper, it has a Pickaxe, probably going to turn that into some kind of Hydra, Ravenous, or Titanic, not really sure. And then the Hex Stringer to keep himself alive. Henry going mid, but they are going to dodge out from the stun there.
Glacial Fissure comes out from Sharptooth, but it's not in time as Unfriendly Panda goes down, and another dub picked there for Hannah Patrol. And you know what? Hannah Patrol's Hand to Patrell with all the dubs he's picking up. I think he's going to go pick up a teen burger from A&W on the way home after this game. As we do see now, LandBeforeTime.
That was forced.
LandBeforeTime. They had such a good start to this game, but now here we are at 22 minutes. They're down 14-6 in kills as HD gets caught in the bush, gets cocooned. Does chrono break there, but it's a 1v3. Time Winder comes out, but it's not going to be enough as Henry picks up the kill. They're still up by... They're down 8k gold, 3-0 in towers. Dragons are all tied up, but at this point it doesn't really matter. They're going to get this turret here. What's up, Silky?
I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's been a long night for you. Us here behind the caster desk because there's a fight in the top lane. It looks like there's going to be a 44.
Yep, it's happening. Explosive charge. On to BBBBB. And Team Maya gets the first kill. On to Sharptooth. And now the Super Mega Death Rocket gets the kill. On to Caladir. Unfriendly Panda. So close to being dead and is picked up. The trip. The trip. They're on to the tower. Will the tower make the quad? Nope, it does not, because towers don't count for kills.
Red Buff being a solid bro there, picking up that last kill with that last pick off of Red Buff, and it really breaks my heart. We saw LandBeforeTime do so well, getting themselves that early lead,
Such
but
a good start.
That's the problem. You have to snowball that lead, and that's what I mean. Northby Senpaiii is so aggressive. If you don't punish them when you have that lead, they are just gonna walk all over you because their team fight skills are insane. And Hand of Patrol, always playing these like very aggressive champions, and he really just kind of put Unfriendly Panda in his place.
Could be caught in a bad spot here as the home guard Sharptooth does have home guards, but is able to escape. And at 25 minutes here, it's not as bad as it was last game, but it could be another matter of just Notice Me Senpaiii waiting for their chance to win this game.
Down 11k gold again. They just can't seem to find the gold, but True Rice does have the items, and he is doing a lot of damage right now.
Hand of Patrol might be caught in a bad spot here as the explosive charge does land very low here, and I think they will pick up the kill. Team Maya shows up, and the shutdown does go, but now the rest of the team showing up for the revenge. Rappel comes down from Henry. HD, very low. Pulls the chrono break, back onto Team Maya, doing damage, but Team Maya picks up the kill. Glacial Fissure did come out from Sharptooth there. Now Henry going into Unfriendly Panda, lands the cocoon, and she will go down with a double. Jinx is excited, and there's no one there for her to kill.
Jinx is excited, and so are you, big booty Bodie. This game has been action-packed, albeit one-sided.
Yeah.
Things were looking so good for LandBeforeTime, and I think the story of LandBeforeTime is just inconsistency. We've seen them be so good in certain points of games and certain games altogether, but then other times just looking not together, not on the same page as a whole, and really not finding their identity, I don't think. Early on in the season, we were praising them for things like vision and just good laning dominance, jungle pressure as well, but really not seeing much of any of that anymore. Getting dominated in the vision game in the last couple of weeks. Definitely can't sleep on these guys. They're good players, but just kind of losing their identity, I think, as the season's been going on.
Yeah, and you know what? They switched those roles last game. They had the three Unfriendly Panda, True Rice, and Sharptooth all switching roles. And when you said when you've really you've lost your identity, they're kind of losing their game. I really don't think switching that many roles is that good of an idea. I don't know if that's gonna help you really refine them. Or if you're gonna do that, at least commit to it. Don't just do it, get rolled, and then go back to the old comp.
Shots fired.
But I mean, that's on top of they've also gone through 3 junglers. I think they need to find themselves a consistent roster and just stick with it because it's really hard to just continue changing. But you do need to try and find something.
Oh my gosh!
True Rice almost picking up a kill, but Hand of Patrol just sitting in the zone. He's using the Twilight Zone, or I guess more the Parallel Convergence, but. Just hanging out in there, but yeah.
Cocoon lands onto Sharptooth. Spiderling's coming out as well, and that's lots of damage, and Henry picks up the kill. And Team Maya picked up a kill elsewhere at the turret here. The dub, and they're going to go in on this turret. What's up, Silky?
This is the kind of thing that happens when you use all your funny content in the first 10 minutes of the first game.
When no one can hear us.
When the microphone is broken.
We have nothing else left.
Nothing for
or when you just try and do some caster sing-alongs and you think the mic's muted and turns out everyone can hear you. I mean,
maybe we should just sing it again for this. We have nothing else to say apparently. We could just sing it again for it, but they're probably singing it as Caladir goes down here. Team Maya's taking shots at the Nexus turrets. Home guards on Sharptooth. pops the Glacial Fissure. Repel down from Henry, getting damage onto True-Ice as the first Nexus turret goes down. Gets the kill. They're doing damage onto the second Nexus turret. Unfriendly Panda and HD are up. They're going to do what they can. It isn't much longer. The second Nexus turret is down. Unfriendly Panda just got absolutely melted. They're onto the Nexus. It's at half health. And this will be the game. Oh, no, they're abandoning the minions. The minions, they want the kills as Henry gets killed there at the end. But that is the game for Notice Me Senpai. They win this match 2-0 on Land Before Time. Quite decisively, I would say.
Both of those games completely bloodthirsty. I mean, I'm pretty sure Notice Me Senpai having 25 plus kills in both games being sub 30-minute games. Land Before Time just kind of falling apart. They looked a lot better at the start of game 1 there, to going ahead, having their advantage, but really unable to snowball it into anything.
Yeah.
And Notice Me Senpai just pulling themselves back. I gotta say, I think they're gonna be one of our top teams. I think they've really grown since during the qualifiers. I mean, I guess they didn't really have much of a challenge. They kind of just steamrolled. I think most of their games in the qualifiers were sub 25 minutes, but they're looking to be one of the strongest teams in the league right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't say the same for Land Before Time. They're definitely going to need to get some practices in, get working on it, because they're around the bottom of the standings right now, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to need to get some work done if they want to rise up in the standings.
I still have a lot of faith in Land Before Time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong here. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm not just laying the hammer down on them. I do believe in them.
Down.
Again, we do apologize tonight for all of our technical difficulties. You guys couldn't hear us for the first 15 minutes. We wasted all of our good material. We were having more mic issues between the second game. We didn't know it was on, stuff like that. We apologize for anything you may have heard in that time. We did not know we were live. But yeah, we'll be better tomorrow night. I promise. So remember to check us out on social media. We have our wonderful website, skleague.ca. As well as that, you can check out our community website, which is community.skleague.ca. There's lots of great stuff on there. You can talk to fellow gamers about anything, well, mostly about video games, but you can do it about anything if you want. You can also challenge the SKL at mid-team to a ranked 5 games if you want, or just, join in for some games. Dizaninator will be in there, Silky Mittens will be in there. I probably won't be, but that's okay. As well, hit up our Facebook, just SK League on Facebook, send us a message, give us a like. You can hit us up on Twitter at @SK_League. We have a subreddit if you like Redditing. You can just r/SK League. All that good stuff. As well, we'd like to give a thank you to our sponsors. We've got HyperX Gaming. They've been helping with our prizing for the finals, which are coming up on November 7th to 8th, 2015. Be sure to like them on Facebook as well. They've got some great stuff. Another big thank you to Widemouth Media. They're a media company based out of Swift Current. They do all of our overlays, website, logos, all of that good stuff. That's all them. Hit them up. And Matrix Gaming in Regina. I talked about our live finals about 20 seconds ago. It's hosted by Matrix Gaming in Regina. It's the province's only esports LAN center. Thank you, Blake, or Dizaninator.
Gotcha.
Hit them up if you're ever in Regina. They're a great establishment. Lots of fun. No Silky. We're not going to sing Afternoon Delight again.
One more time. Just one more time to end things off. We might as well do it. This is the final one.
Okay, you're starting
I'm not starting this. Start us off. We're going to do one more for you guys.
And make sure you guys check out tomorrow's game. We have Fellowship of the Nerds versus Vicious and Delicious. I think it's going to be good. I mean, Fellowship of the Nerds taking the first win off of Thunder Ducks.
This is going to be a huge game. I'm loving Baby Trog on Fellowship of the Nerds.
He's your boy?
He's my boy. He's killing it. So, before we sing Afternoon Delight, I have been Kevin Big Booty Bodie. We also have Blake Dizaninator Zanadine.
Thanks for tuning in, and love you guys.
And Carter Silky Mittens Asselford.
Bye.
And here's Afternoon Delight again for probably about the 5th time. Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right, why wait until the middle of a cold dark night? When everything's a little clearer in the light of day, then we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you's working up an appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together makes the sparks ignite. And the thought of rubbing you is getting so excited. Skyrockets in flight. Woo! Afternoon delight. Whoop! Afternoon delight.